guy that did the robot.
How was that one?
His name is Chibi.
Okay, Chibi the robot.
Chibi the robot. I think I don't know if it's robot or not.
I think it used to be I think my girlfriend used to have one of those in her nightstand.
Dude, you know.
Let's go. Yeah, on hell, play us in. Feel like I'm cruising on a Sunday like a true vato. Out here rolling with my hito and a jar of suavecito. On my way to Stuffy's, keeping it true. On hell, blessing the intro with a solo. Listen up. Go off. I see you.
We're fucking around, guys.
Let's
What's up?
go.
What's up? We're here, guys. We're here.
What's up, guys? Fiend City, episode 7. We're out here chilling on a Sunday, August 1st. It's the first of the month.
This will be the first time we actually do this, too, where we film the podcast and release it the same day.
Yeah, we're about to drop this right after it comes out. We had such a busy week and weekend.
We're not lazy at all.
Yeah, we had the canteen show, and that's one reason we pushed it back is we wanted to be able to recap the show, talk about it, drop the episode, and have everything kind of come out in unison. So, yes, thank you, Onel, for blessing us with that solo, brother.
Guys, you guys are awesome.
That was dope.
Welcome.
And thank you for coming out to the show last night. Onel came out and supported Canteen.
Dude, in that little fucking rainstorm, too, man.
I was worried for a second, man. It was coming down pretty good. I mean, even though most of the patio is covered, it did kill some of the audience, like where they could sit. So it slowed down. We had a packed out room. Last night at Canteen Brewery in Albuquerque was our 2-year anniversary show.
Dope.
Our comeback show.
Shout out to everybody that was there.
It was probably one of our best lineups ever, man. You know, I'm so happy to be back. Like, last March, before everything closed, we had planned out a big 2-year anniversary show. Maverick was supposed to come back into town. We had a really started promoting pretty heavy, and then everything shut down. And even as things started slowly opening, Canteen just was a little bit slower on holding events, which is fine. And we finally had our 2-year anniversary show, our comeback show. And it couldn't have went any better. If you want to actually bring up my Instagram, there's a little recap of the video. People can see a little view of the audience and what it looked like. But yeah, man, we probably had at least, 100 people on this little patio last night. It was jamming. I had so much fun on stage. Really happy for all the comedians that were able to come out. And there's that little first post. I made sure to post it so we could recap this and just have a couple pictures to show. Go through my stories. There's a few things in there as well. But yeah, man, look at this audience. It was so great. For a free show, I'm so happy to be able to provide Albuquerque with a show.
Oh, that bad girls right there.
No,
Yeah. Real loud. That's going to catch your audience. 2-year anniversary show. Look at y'all bad boys. That bad girls right there. Yeah. Real loud.
Yeah,
That's
so
going to catch.
I had so much fun. If you go to the next one, there's a lineup. The next picture on the slide, because there's like a slide of pictures there.
Real loud. That's
So
going
like
to
a
catch.
lineup. Minus Tyler. Shout out to Tyler Lovely. His first time performing at Canteen. He opened the show. He did a great job. Lit it up. And that's exactly why I wanted him to open the show, because I knew that's what he would do. So then he took off for another show, and that's what comedians do. I don't mind at all. I remember when I would be there where I'd have 2-3 shows and producers or the host of the show would get a little bit bummed out you're leaving. But anytime I see somebody grinding, I'm like, yo, bro, get more stage time for sure.
Makes sense, too. I mean, you're trying to get as much shows on that night.
Exactly. I mean, this lineup right here is just a staple of New Mexico comedians right here. From left to right, you got Cody Duff. We're good. We'll put that one next. That's me and Josh's tradition. So Cody Duff headlined the show. His improv is so fun to watch. Every time he comes out, it's a treat. It's always different. It's always something new. Virginia Gonzalez, we mentioned her in the show before. She is a long-time New Mexico comedian. She mostly does a lot of corporate church events, stuff like that. Not too many regular comedy showcases.
Clean comedy.
You know what? Yes, but it's so strong, man. Like her writing, her delivery, it's so strong and so well thought out. I've never seen a crowd just not absolutely love her. And she did great last night. Obviously, you could tell how happy I was with the way the show was. I was smiling ear to ear. Josh went off, definitely. He's a Canteen favorite. I put him up as much as I can. and Steph, his first time as well at Canteen, but he did great, and it was just a perfect way to just bring back Canteen, bring back comedy, and I was really, really happy. So, yeah, if you go to the next picture, that's me and Josh's little tradition right there.
Oh, shit.
People always ask me, they're like, do you have like a way to get pumped up, or not a tradition, but like, what's another word I'm looking for?
Like a tradition?
I guess, yeah, like something that you do before your sets to get pumped up, or do you have like,
ritual?
Exactly, a ritual. So this is basically it. So for people that always ask, this is the ritual. This is how me and Josh get each other super pumped up before sets. And it looks silly, but there's really more to it. Like when we like, you get so pumped up when you transfer energy like that. That's Dragon Ball Z right there. But yeah, so that's me and Josh's scene to get each other psyched up. And it's also my dad used to also send me pictures from prison like that with his friends. So it's tradition,
the pose, dude. That's
yeah,
the pose.
It is tradition.
Yeah.
For sure. I have some pictures of my dad. I'll post up there too. He came out. I brought him on stage last night. He was out there with his weed contacts and his crazy ass clothing, looking like he's at the Conjuring South Valley.
He like, you told him to put his hands up, dude. Like nothing but silver.
Just all the rings. Yeah, I brought him on stage. I always love having a blast with my pops, and comes all the way from Pecos, and it was cool to see him. So
he's a good sport.
Yeah, he's always a good sport.
There's no way my dad would ever fucking go on there, never like that. He's such a Mexican, like straight up Mexican.
Old school?
Yeah, would not.
Yeah, my dad loves him some him. I don't know I think I've just put a couple last pictures just so you can see, comedians on stage. That's like a real good behind the scenes shot. Everybody that's comedians happy with how it show. When I see smiles on my buddies' faces like that, that's what makes my night.
That's what's up.
That's what makes my night. You know what I mean? Just some of my favorite people. And then, actually I got my schedule up, so we'll go kind of right into that. But Canteen, we will be back. Not 100% if we have an August date. Right now we're going to be bi-monthly, so for sure we'll be back. I believe it's September 25th, the last Saturday. Whatever we're doing, it's always the last Saturday of the month at Canteen.
Okay.
So that's where I stick that show. And it's actually going to work out perfect in September. I only have August up on my schedule, but when we're back in September, I move Cities of Gold to the Friday before. So I'm going to bring out a good lineup, have us do Cities of Gold, and then have us do Canteen the next night.
Okay.
So that'll be a blast. Huge thank you. That made my night, man. Not to get too deep or anything. I know we're only in episode 7, and I haven't talked too much about my personal life, but 2 days before Canteen, I found out that I lost my only uncle, which was really hard for me. Yesterday, right before the show, I went over there and I was, with my cousin, who's his daughter, and going through pictures and being with his dogs. You know how much I love my dogs. If you see me downtown, I'm always walking my Australian Shepherd and my little mini poodle, Oliver, Zoe and Oliver. And my uncle was the same way. He had 2 German Shepherds that just had puppies. So he had 3 puppies, 2 German Shepherds.
Yeah, the whole house.
It just was, it was a busy house. So yeah, that was a little bit tough, man. Like, that was my Uncle Pat. And for anybody that knows me real personally, that's like my funny backbone. My Uncle Pat was the funniest person that I've ever known, man. Just naturally hilarious, and taught me more than just being funny. Like, gave me my first job, taught me work ethic, would always give me work around his house or let me help around his business. And as I grew up, he was really supportive of my comedy. So that was I felt a little out of it at first when I was at Canteen last night. Not a lot of people know. A few of the comedians, Josh knew, Steph knew. I told you and maybe my dad, but it was, it was weird to have to go through that and then turn on funny.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people realize that too. It's like, there's sometimes maybe a lot of times where we deal with something, we're literally getting bad news right on our phone and have to walk right on stage. I've been there. Yeah. I've been there with family. I've been there with relationships. You're fighting with your girlfriend, and you got to literally walk right on stage and be funny, or whatever it is, whether it's having to detach, what's going on in your personal life from how you're trying to compose yourself and be on stage, and sometimes mixing the two if that's what you want to do. But last night was a little tough for me, and I felt a little out of it at the beginning of hosting the show, but luckily I had a great lineup. I didn't really have to worry. It's not like, I was doing a 45-minute headlining set at the end or something, so I just did my best job hosting, and I felt like everybody on the lineup killed it. I did some, time at the beginning. I did some time, towards the end as well, and I still had a blast on stage. And by the end of night, I mean, you saw how happy I was. So that really turned it around for me.
That's true.
And it really goes to show like why I do this. Like seeing the laughter of people, seeing people come out and supporting from all different areas of New Mexico and Albuquerque, like that, it really filled my heart up, man. I was like the Grinch when he like heart grew, you know, all the sizes. So yeah, so that was what, you know, a recap of last night, something that kind of was going on with me. So that's why it meant so much to see everybody come out to the show. Yeah. Definitely.
And that's one of those things too, like you were saying, it's fucking dope that it's even though something like that can happen, because it fucking does happen, like shit like that, unfortunately the world is filled with like unfortunate events, but knowing that you just fucking overcame that by seeing like, oh dude, the pleasure that I'm bringing people, the fact that people came out to see my show, like that is overwhelming in itself. And I knew how you felt that funk. You're just like, hell yeah, I'm glad to see some smiles. I mean, everything happens for a reason sometimes. And
and even when I saw like my you know, the comedians that aren't on the lineup, when I saw you come out and Caleb come out and Carla, and I was like, man, like the support here is real, and it really meant a lot to me. So it helped me kind of compose myself. It really put me in a good place at the end of the night, and it was something I really think I would have like honored my uncle. Like I feel like him being the naturally funny person, him really supporting my comedy, I know he would have wanted to be there, and it was like my way of kind of honoring him in my own right. So good. Yeah, good stuff there. It was a great night all in all. I know you had a show as well. You did a little spot for Bear Showcase. How did that go?
That was crazy, dude, because Sarah was actually on that headliner show.
Okay.
Sarah was supposed to be headlining it, but she came out, she was kind of sick or something. So Bear ended up switching the lineup and put Robert as the headliner.
Okay.
And I took Robert's spot. It was a mixed variety show with burlesque dancers and a guy that did the robot.
How was that one?
His name is Chibi.
Okay. Chibi the robot.
Chibi the robot. I think I don't know if it's robot or not.
I think it used to be I think my girlfriend used to have one of those in her nightstand.
Dude, you know what Chibi is?
No.
It's almost that drawing of you. That's what you would call a Chibi.
What do you mean? Like a
small version cartoon drawing with a big head.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's
Chibis.
what it is.
It's an anime thing. It's weird.
That is weird.
But anyways, this guy has like a dope following on Instagram, like 10,000.
Oh, damn.
He's got some big numbers.
Chibbed up.
Chibby up, bro.
Yeah.
But
you ever had a chib?
Chibba chibs.
Walk around with a chib, dog.
But he did a dance. It was cool. The show was good. It was nice. It was a good it was a nice little set. It was crazy. You just don't expect that stuff when like doing a variety show and where it's at, especially in Albuquerque. I didn't expect to do any shows tonight. I was like, I'm just gonna go support your show. I'm gonna go hang out. But right at your show, that's when I got the call, and he's like, "Hey, Angel, if you don't mind, can you please come over here, do a set, do something for 10 minutes?" I was like, "Okay, what time do you want me to be there?" It's like, if you can get here by 9, I'll be happy. And I was like, "That's cool. I could stay a little bit longer, enjoy some of the rest of your show, and then just dip out and go do that show." And I was like, "This is the life of the comedy, man.
Perfect,
that's
dude.
comedy
That's
life."
the versatility you have to have as being a comedian, is like being able to up and just be somewhere if you need to do some stage time for somewhere. And hell yeah, I'm happy you got to get up. So shout out to last night, Canteen, all the shows, Bear's birthday, and coming up, I got shows. I'm back on the road, dude. So this next weekend, I am going to be in places I've never been before. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to be I'm going to call it Montrose, Colorado, but people are calling it Montrose.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me start off by saying, when you go to these places that you've never been before, is it because somebody that you know has booked you there, or you got booked because of word of mouth?
Great question. I will answer that. So the way I got booked these 2 shows was from one of the 2 agencies that I work for. Okay. So I do have 2 agencies that book me, and this is one of these runs that I'm doing. So they book a room in each of these cities. They usually even have one more. So usually they would have one more room, but I think the casino we were supposed to perform at is still a little understaffed for the comedy show. So that's why we just have a Saturday and Sunday and not a Friday show.
No, that's dope.
So yeah, so that was how I got booked through these. Luckily, and it doesn't happen too often. I'm really trying to think. This is actually the first run that I'm doing back with this company since before the pandemic, and before them I only did about 1 or 2. So it's a fairly new company that I'm working for. I'm really excited to go out. I've never been north or past like Purgatory, which is the ski resort in Durango.
Your life. Like
I've
end
never
of life,
or no, like I've never. Yeah, that sounded so deep, huh, bro? It's like
I've never been past purgatory.
You know, I got to purgatory. I have died before. I've been there, but I've never reached the end. I didn't realize how limitless I got.
And I think you're talking about Pagosa.
No. So I am.
Or is it called Purgatory?
Yeah. So in Durango, the ski resort there is called Purgatory, and so that's like the most I've been north heading that way in Colorado. Of course. Lit in the kittens.
There you go.
That's what happens when you have a kitten. Is just things just fall over unexpectedly because they're climbing on shelves.
Oh, man.
We're gonna have to bring a mascot in here. When he pops in here, we'll just put him on camera. That'll be when we expose him.
Just for a few seconds. He's there though, guys. He's like one of those mythical creatures. I swear I have a cat.
So I know it sounded like the biggest crash. Yeah. So back to that. So I've never been past going north. So Montrose is I guess way in the mountains. I've never been up there. Should be fun. I am going with another local comedian, Keith Breckenridge. So I'm excited about that, man. And then the next night is Delta, Colorado, which is even more north into Colorado, another small town, and another place I've never performed, which is always my favorite as I've gotten to be this far into comedy, is going to new places and taking my act and, trying to make new people laugh in a different city. Because, I love performing in Albuquerque, but the promotion, having friends and family come out, you see the same audiences a lot, which definitely challenges you to keep it fresh. But still, my favorite thing at this point is going to new places. I've heard that both of these cities are beautiful. I'm going to make a little stop in, I think it's Ouray, Colorado, which multiple people said, go check out this place. It's my favorite place ever. And you never know. I might be out there four-wheeling and Jeep just living life. I might be living to my fullest life out there.
Horseback riding.
I might be doing it all, dude. I might just have a full security guard out there, just task force. No. So that'll be fun. I've never been in either of these places. Like I said, I don't exactly know what to expect. But the one thing I'll be honest with you, the show in Montrose, this is one thing that happens when you get booked by these agencies, is not being at a comedy club. Some of these places are in bars, hotels, different venues in these small towns that they have. And sometimes they'll ask you to do a clean set. So my set in Montrose is actually, I have to work clean. And it's so strict that if you break that and you start cussing or whatever the limitations are.
See, that's crazy though.
I know.
What is the limitation? Did they give you a list?
Basically just says I'll show you off the pod. But it's basically saying keep it PG-13, which is pretty wild because
PG-13
just is no, you can't say fuck, just certain things like that. Maybe not too vulgar premises or sets, but I really don't feel like I struggle with that. Most of my act, if I don't cuss on purpose, I'm good.
Welcome to 505, everybody.
Welcome to 505. We got cats knocking over things. We have an episode of Cops being filmed behind on Hell's house.
Right over there in the corner. We're right on the corner of Zuni and Central right now.
Yeah, Muse Me Studios is right next to Discovery ID. So it's
I hope you guys are ready.
You could catch FiendCity Podcast, and right after this, the first 48 filmed right next to Angel's house.
Oh, man. That's beautiful.
The other day, Angel had to pay a homeless guy $25 just to sleep a little bit further down the window.
Dude, go to that side, please. They're trying to film here.
Albuquerque's finest, man. That's what happens, when we're just fully out here, dude. We're not in the war zone, but we're also not in the good zones. So
no, we're in the war zone. We're right in the fucking middle of the war zone. Don't come to my house. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so I looked up. Profanity may present in PG filmed rated films.
Okay.
But there are some things that you can't say, like fuck. Obviously, you cannot say. That's pretty much one of the only things, though.
Yeah.
Is up to the 4 uses of explicit languages, drug innuendos, strong, crude, suggestive humor, mature themes, mature, long horror moments. Oh
yeah. Well, now you can't do your act.
Well, there you go. All I can do is anime jokes again.
So this is the one thing that I'm starting to run to the more that I do corporate events or events at. Especially casinos too, they'll give you some specific guidelines. So you have to be able to work in different capacities and not just only open mic style or only bar style comedy, because you'll only be able to perform in bars. So you have to know where you want to do as a comedian and where you want to take your work, because some of these places and these gigs that you have to do, you have to be able to do 30 minutes clean, 45 minutes clean, premises that aren't going to be offensive, family friendly stuff. But then you don't have to do you could be the bar comedian. You could only do clubs. That could be your route too. So you just have to know what you want to do. I want to perform in as many capacities as possible. That's where I'm at right now. And luckily I feel like with my act that as long as I don't cuss or do too much, like, I really don't have too many premises I really don't feel that will fit into a family friendly act.
I don't think so either. Like, I don't think it's like, I don't think anything of your stuff is too vulgar or anything like that.
And but also I think that's just who I am in real life too. It's like I only am so, I don't know, you know me, I'm just like silly and trying to have a little bit of fun, bro, and just get weird. So that's mostly my act.
Yeah, the most he fights with is the workout equipment.
Yeah, dude. You know what, that's funny that you said that, because this is a funny little one. But this week I helped the audio equipment for Anne Marie's Ladies Night show, which is the all females lineup show that she's been doing at Hollow Spirits.
Dope.
And I was only bringing my audio equipment, so I was on my way to the gym. I was in like a tank top and shorts, dropped off the equipment, and she was doing 2 shows. And she joked around. She's like, "Oh, I would give you some time, but like it's a tight show and this and that." And I was like, "Oh, I'll put on a skirt and do 5 minutes," like just joking around. And she's like, "Well, if you can make it back to the second show, I'll give you some time." And I was like, "I don't want to mess up like I know it's a ladies' night lineup. Like it's all good. I appreciate it. I still have to go to the gym." So I went to the gym. I was working out, and she messaged me, and she's like, "If you can make it back, I'll give you some time." I was like, "Yo, I'm legit sweaty as shit in my like tank top and shorts." She's like, "Who cares? Swing by." So I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, damn it, like whatever, like stage time, bro. Like it is what it is. It's ladies' night. You got the shoulders popping, dude. Got my lats out.
The trats are out.
I got the lats out, so I spread my lat wings and I squirrel suited all the way to Hollow Spirits.
Right. It was a windy night.
Yeah, I just made it all the way. No, so I went there, did 5 minutes, but sometimes I do get nervous before sets, but not too often. I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of times I'm like ready to go on stage. Like I'm excited to. This night I was legit off stage, like hands. I looked at my hands. I don't know if it was the pre-workout or what, but I was legit like shaking, bro. Because I've never performed, not only in shorts, only did shorts once at an open mic, at that hot ass open mic we talked about.
Oh, okay.
But much less in a tank top. And we talked about this, I think, on one of the pods, how I usually just like cover it up.
Not trying to flaunt
Exactly. And so I get on stage, dude, and I could just feel the energy shift. It's different. First of all, I'm the only guy on the lineup. It's advertised as a ladies' night show. All female comedians.
Ladies' night.
And I come out just with like, I look like the 3-headed dragon, just with my shoulders looking like other versions.
The dogs.
I look like Cerberus. My shoulders just coming out, just barking. And I addressed it right away. I was like, "Hey, yo, thank you for letting me be the only guy on the lineup. I really appreciate it. I'm honored to be the first person, like, God, to be able to do some stage time." But I like tested the audience just to see how playful they'd be. Also, but I did use a female restroom today, so that is a start. And it got a laugh. So I was like, okay, they're cool. So I was like, yo, I addressed it. I was like, I've never performed in tank top and shorts. Like, I came straight from the gym, and I went into some material, and it actually went really good, dude. I did 5 minutes, like just a quick 5 minutes. It went really good. I was really nervous, but it just goes to show you that sometimes it's only in your head, bro. Nobody else cares.
You don't have to, it doesn't have
Nobody else even cared at all. So, but I did leave immediately after, because I still was like
I'm not trying to get shown up.
Yeah, for sure. I just squeeze out there. I'm definitely I always joke, like Josh always tells me, he's all, "You're like your boyfriend's least favorite comedian." I'm like, "Why?" He's all, "Because girls are always like laughing at your shit, and like guys hate when the girls are like, 'He's so funny,' and I'm like, man. You're right, but it's not my fault, bro. It is what it is."
That's hilarious. That's true, though. I heard it even from like other podcasts where, like, if you're funnier than the other person in the lineup, most of the girls will go to the funniest one. Like, the funny guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I never felt that in my life.
What? Oh my God! I hate you. It's funny, yeah. Especially if you kill. If you kill, you pretty much know you can. Just,
You know what? I just I think that's the one thing that I like. That's why dudes like hate on
ladies
when you're funny and stuff, because I think that's the thing guys all secretly are, is funny. Like just regular dudes, guys that don't even do stand up, just like. And so when there is a funny dude, and especially something about when a girl says like, "Oh, he's funny," guys hate that, bro. So definitely notice that as you continue to do your comedy and stuff. And
that shit hits hard.
Oh, dude. So you got anything good for us on the netherwebs?
Dude, there's always fucking shit on the internet, man.
I know you had something spicy on a Sunday.
It's so crazy. What have you any Olympic updates? Are you following the Olympics at all?
I love how you want to really keep me involved in the Olympics. You're really.
Does nobody care about the Olympics
You know
anymore?
what? I really don't think they do, bro. It's pretty crazy.
I know.
I mean, even some nobody's even talking about the fact that Simone Biles is like. I'm getting a call and it's out of state, and I always think it's my agency, and it's always like,
Spam call.
Yeah, it's like Define Fitness trying to get you to sign up. I'm like, no, I don't need another gym membership.
We're trying to get you to extend your car.
Yeah,
warranty.
yeah, exactly. That extended car warranty. I hate that one.
Who would ever thought that you would get those kind of calls? See, this is why you're supposed to buy used.
But as a comedian, you're always like, oh my God, it's Netflix. Like, they're finally calling. It's my showcase.
I think if Netflix were to call you, they'd call you on like on your Facebook or something, or
Imagine they just
they'd
FaceTime
DM
you
you or
just to-
something. They would DM you.
Anyways, going back to the Olympics, no, I think it is crazy that nobody is really talking about it. I don't know if that's a thing where less and less people just don't have regular TV, so they're not watching it maybe as much, or because I don't know. Like, what can you? I'm sure you could still stream it, right?
Yeah,
like
you just go to the website.
yeah.
Probably.
Gosh, dude, but. Even Simone Biles, like, backing out of the Olympics, nobody talking about it. That, her just being like, oh, I need a break. Like, yo, I just need to chill. That's crazy to me.
There's a bunch of controversy with China, too. Like, China had weightlifters. And,
Okay.
like, these weightlifters would lift up the weights and, like, take a ridiculous picture at the wrong time. You know, it's like, like a fucked up face,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And, like, oh, my God, it's so crazy because China literally made them retract the photos from almost any news source and put like them as a good pose, you know.
Oh,
like,
are you serious?
the
They don't want it to be all gnarly.
No, we're not trying to show
some haggard face.
Oh, dude,
Do you have a good bodybuilder face? Like,
Oh.
all right, like if you were doing a set and you were going all out, like Max, what's your like gym face?
I don't think I have one, dude. If anything, it's more like I'm like kind of worried about life, but like
I have the craziest gym faces, and I tried to. That's poop face.
I'm worried about life.
I guess they're pretty similar. My gym faces go crazy, dude. I will turn it into like Popeye in the gym and just be like.
Goes bold.
I get so into it, bro. Yeah, bro. If you're not making Arnold Schwarzenegger face, if you're not doing Sylvester Stallone chin in the gym, you're not getting it in. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I don't know. Again,
But yeah, so they made them retract all the. This is the thing, bro. Like, I mean, did you say the Chinese weightlifting team?
Yeah,
I mean,
China's crazy as fuck, dude.
that is crazy how they really censor their stuff that much that they are like covering the image. But
They
yeah,
can't be
dude.
portrayed as any kind of wimps at all. They cannot. They're trying to go. They even have a program now where they're trying to like get men to be more manlier
In China,
in China.
what are they having them do?
Like literally,
Watch
like
Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
What, like,
There's
what
like-
is the program for that? Like,
Yeah,
you have to watch Duck Dynasty
No,
and eat
you'll
a
be
steak?
you'll be watching propaganda. Like there'll just be commercials coming on where there's
Yeah.
like, oh, so, and there's just like a bunch of dudes like flexing and shit.
You know, the funny part is that's going to make more Chinese guys gay than manly.
You would think.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of just gay Chinese dudes into lumberjacks.
They're like,
Yeah. Just
but-
Daisy Dukes up in their like little Chinese spas and stuff. Yo,
some people say
it's
though.
funny how they think that'll work, and it's always like the opposite that is the outcome.
Some people say though, there's nothing tougher than a gay guy.
Yo, I mean, there's some dudes effects that'll definitely throw you in a triangle chokehold and then, you know, slap you with their piece on the forehead when you're knocked out.
Like,
And that's disrespect, and you don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
You ever get arm barred by somebody's chib?
Right. The
chib. Yeah, so you don't want none of that, brother.
Oh man, yeah. So that's just one thing. Fucking
The
that's just
Olympics. Yeah, bro. I guess I haven't been paying. You know, as a shout out, I guess, you know, one of the coolest things is female skateboarding. You know, we mentioned it, but Albuquerque has a rep. You know, female skateboarder from here. It's super dope. Especially just the skateboarding's brand new in the Olympics.
rock climbing. They put in rock climbing as well.
I know this is gonna be a thing because I feel like Olympics is gonna get to the point where they just want the views because it's dropping so much. But how far do you think gaming is a part of the Olympics?
Oh, it's almost there.
You think it's already almost there?
Yeah, it's almost there.
Who have the strongest top three countries for gaming teams?
South Korea, China probably and us.
You think us? You think we'll be in there?
Dude, we're still good.
Okay.
We're still dope. We unfortunately, I hate to say this, but we're good at everything. We're America. We're good at everything.
That's so yeah, for sure.
We could rep anything anywhere else. Everybody wants to be us. That's why, like, when we invent something or we do something cool, it ends up somewhere else in another country.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're so influential. I mean, I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, patriotism.
It's all right, dude. I slept in an American flag last night just to feel better about the country.
Yeah, dude, we're not in shambles. We're okay.
That's so funny, dude. I only eat red velvet cake and then I put blue icing on it to make it more patriotic. Red, white, and blue. I do what I have to do for this country.
It's just
I'm a true patriot,
it's
bro.
the American way, dude.
It is what it is.
Okay, so there's some stuff trending on Twitter. I don't know if you want to go through it. One of them, number one trending thing right now, hashtag National Girlfriends Day.
Is that a thing?
That's a thing.
And when is that today?
Today.
National Girlfriends Day.
Yep. People are celebrating both female friendships and romantic relationships on National Girlfriends Day.
Oh man, we're really doing the most, bro. What is this second This is second Valentine's Day, and they don't just want to call it that.
Dude, they'll take advantage of any day.
National Girlfriend Day on August 1st. This is baseball season. This is take me out to the ball game, not take me out to La Cumbre and Chili's.
I gotta show you some funny ones though.
Okay.
So there's this funny this funny Twitter guy. His name's Tucker. He posted up this picture.
All right, let's see.
This is him and his girlfriend right there.
Okay, so this is what I love is when people have fun with it. National Girlfriend's Day. That's a true lady right there. Look at that, bodied up.
Oh man! And this is just everyone's what they're just showing. This is
oh wow! So people really get into this, huh?
Oh dude, it's number one trending right now. There's over 27,000 people that are fucking posted in the last hour.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
So yeah, National Girlfriends Day. Is there anything you want to talk about? If you
what do you mean? What are you trying to mean? You be the judge. Hey, you take guesses over there.
There's been a time where I was thinking like, having a girlfriend is like the most amazing thing ever, and then like for a long time you're just like, oh man, I just want to be single, and then. It never works out the same. Like, it's weird. You want one or the other. Like, I
know, but you can't have your cake and eat it
too. You really can't.
You really can't, bro, because it don't work out. I know. For either way, you know it's hard, dog. Like I've been single for about a year now, and I've dated in that time, and been with someone in that time, and it is hard, bro, to really realize, especially as a comedian, like the way of going about dating and where to spend your time and how to like focus on that. But the one thing that I'll say about being single versus like being in a relationship is you think that being single like gives you this freedom, and you think that I have these options and you could date multiple people or be single, or if that's your route. But I really feel that isn't like freedom. Like I get so anxious. I think I find my like freedom in just being with one person and having like one person that holds you down and to spend your time with. That's where I feel the most free, the most comfortable. So the hardest part is finding the right person that is willing to like be with us in this crazy schedule, and where it's like, okay, I got a show on a Saturday night. I have to film my podcast. Where, do you want to go on a date? It's like, well, I got to film a podcast from 9 to 10. Yeah. So we go like, having to be so versatile with what we do, it really is hard to find somebody that rocks with our schedule and really want to fucks with what we do like for real, because there's a lot of people that it's like cool at first.
Oh dude,
it's really interesting at first for a couple weeks, right? The shows, blah blah blah, the open mics, but cool. And then you realize it's that we're always doing that.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, like I'm always there, I'm always out, I always have to record the pod, like that. Comedy will always come first. Yeah. And I think it's a really hard thing for somebody to really, 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 truly support that and really be down, not in the long haul, not just for a week, 7 months, a year or two, but like if this is what we want to do, somebody that really rocks with it, sees what we're doing. And so yeah, I think the true freedom is like finding the one person to do that, because I think it's harder to try to date multiple people and I don't even have time to go on a damn date. So it's like, right. Yeah, it's like you want to meet up before me and Young On Hill record the pod. Like,
I know, right? You want to come and chill with Lit and me?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So But yeah, man. So National Girlfriends Day. That's a wild one. It's another just
shout out, dude. That's everything though. They're
sponsored by Applebee's 2 for $20. It's like, come on, dude. This is too corporate. This is like Applebee's behind this hashtag. They're trying to get packed on a Sunday.
They always do shit like that too. I don't know. There's this other thing about Big Brother. Remember that stupid show?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like
well, they're
Illuminati.
They always.
I thought you were talking about the zeitgeist. Okay, no, yeah, that Big Brother program. I mean, gosh, I don't watch TV much or reality TV show at all. So what's going on with this?
Again, I love scrolling through what's trending and like just find the weirdest things. Like I would have never thought this would be back. Like, but why wouldn't it, right? Everyone loves to see everyone else.
You know what would be great? Would be like you know, did you watch Real World at all growing up?
Kind of.
Because that was like the big one, I feel. Okay. Like, especially when MTV was like popping. Because it was always be like Real World San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like 8 people that don't know each other at all are going to be in one house. Blah, blah, blah. And I would love... And even Chappelle did like his version of like Real World where it was like...
the rappers, right?
Exactly. It was like all like they stabbed the dude's dad and shit. I would love to see like Albuquerque Real World and just get different like people from Albuquerque, Northeast Heights, South Valley, and just put them in one taco truck downtown and have them rock like that. Do you watch any like reality TV or anything like that?
Not for when I was younger. I did, but not anymore.
I just, bro, those shows really like trip me out. So I know like they're popular though. 90 Day Fiance. You know the one I did like was a 600-pound life. So weird to say.
You're just like, well, it's one of those things. Like, oh man,
because they were funny, bro. Those sisters were so funny, bro. They would call Coke sodies. So I still call them. So I don't even drink Coke, so I call them sodies.
You can have a sodie.
That is so funny. Yeah. So I don't know, bro. Reality TV is just different for me.
Fucking. One of the biggest music festivals is happening right now, Lollapalooza.
Who's headlining?
There's so many people on Lollapalooza. It's too much to care about.
It's cool to see these festivals coming back, bro. I'm really happy to see things coming back.
Are you excited for any concerts coming this way?
You know, I've been looking my eyes out and I haven't seen. You know, I love underground hip hop. The shirt that I'm wearing today is a tribal shirt, which is known for being like an underground hip hop West Coast clothing brand. But I haven't seen anything that I necessarily like coming this way. So.
All right, here we go. Here's the lineup.
Let's see. I don't even know if I recognize. So Food Fight Post. Tyler. Yeah, it is a crazy amount of people. Wow.
Marshmallow.
Limp Bizkit, bro.
Journey.
Oh my gosh.
Limp Bizkit's back, dude.
Rolling. What?
You ever heard that story of the last Lollapalooza with him? Like, so his band supposedly started a riot at Lollapalooza, I think.
Oh, shit.
1999, I think.
To break stuff, definitely.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
It was so bad that people in the audience and stuff were getting their ass kicked. People were actually getting, like, sexually violated and stuff.
Holy shit.
And everyone says it was all
more like Fred Durst over here.
All because of him.
That's too much. Yo, did you ever listen to Limp Bizkit when you were younger? Don't lie. What was your song?
Dude, what is that song called, dude? It's on, it's not the, it was the theme song for WrestleMania. Fuck yeah.
Oh, just one.
Yeah.
More bite and I'll be out of here.
And now
I can't believe it. This time I'm gonna let it all out. I can't believe we just still remember that.
I love that. Oh. And that I had to reference WrestleMania.
I know. I can't believe I just went right into it like that too.
Oh, man.
Rolling was hard. Break stuff was so real, bro. There was, gosh, that
music video.
Yeah,
everybody was in it. He was so popular.
Gosh, I just be in middle school at Garfield Middle School, just fucking keep rolling. You know what? No, y'all be loving this. Okay, it's too much Limp Bizkit. Let's cut that out. Definitely cut that out.
All right, that's gonna be fucking.
We're gonna cut that out.
Edited.
We're gonna chill out.
All right, just a long beep noise.
Let's bring it back. We'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. Keep it chill. Cool. All right, so yeah, man, I'm really excited. Not only for the shows coming up, of course, I got Cities of Gold again. I got Santa Fe again. You know, I'm getting booked. I got another show that I didn't talk about at the end of August. I'll be going to Sunray Casino. I've never performed. That's out in Farmington. That's Farmington's casino. I've done Farmington, but never the casino. So I'm really excited. Okay. I heard it's dope out there.
Yeah.
And the comedian that I'm performing for, I'm featuring for this guy, Ken Hendricks, I believe his name is. He's an old school dude. He's worked with like Kevin Hart. Will experience, and I've never actually met him in real life. We've had a couple conversations over the phone. I'm actually going to pick him up here, and we're going to drive out to Farmington together. So one of the part about doing this comedy thing, that especially where I'm at, is getting the connections, meeting new comedians that have done it for 20 plus years all over the country, and getting to pick their brain on these long drives, bro, and asking them the ins and outs of getting booked. How you used to get booked now versus how you used to get booked then is completely different.
Yeah.
We're not, they used to send out a VHS tape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now
like,
it's like, can you send me your link?
Exactly. And that's the thing that these, I think these older guys struggle with, is the online presence. So we know the importance of social media. So I know the following there, for as silly as it is, like I personally don't care about numbers of followers in my personal life. But when you were sending your links to, like you said, comedy clubs and bookers, it does mean something to not only have a strong following, but to see the work in your feed. That's kind of like your portfolio, in a way. So to have the reels, for them to see you performing at clubs, different capacity, different events and cities. So I'm super psyched to pick up this dude. He's performed, like I said, all over the country. We're gonna head out, do Farmington, Sunray Casino, and and then the fall I'm gonna be all over the place again. So I won't probably drop. I have September booked. That's a lot of local stuff, but in October I'll be getting out again. So
doing more stuff outside.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm really excited for. So
another question I had for you was, do you fuck with the Albuquerque Funny Festival? You know
what? Really, I'm glad you asked, so we can shout him out. I'm gonna submit my submission today. And even as a established comedian in Albuquerque, for as much as I do, and even as much as you do as an up and comer, the reason why it's important to submit, it's more, the small submission fee, even though it's like $20, it helps put these lineups together. It helps them book these venues, pay for people to help the ticketing, because running a fiesta is a lot, dude, or like a comedy festival in general. So I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Have you done one before?
Well, I didn't do the last one. I'm trying to remember where I was. I think I was out of state during the last one. They only have done one before.
Okay.
And I did do like Cloud Top, the Santa Fe one. Okay. I've done Four Corners Festival. I actually got to headline that, which is really wild how that happened, because I wasn't able to do. I've done 3 of them, but the last one I was not able to do because I had shows here, and they had Bobcat Goldworth come out, which is like old school comedian, like a big headliner.
Friars Club.
You already know.
Yeah.
Huge. And I was like kind of bummed that I wasn't able to go see him as well, especially in Durango, where one of my favorite places to perform. And he got in a car accident, wasn't able to make it.
What the fuck?
And it was the Sunday show, and it was the only night I wasn't booked. I had a Friday and Saturday at the casino. That's what I did, was I had the casino here. So it was a hard one to miss. It was like a big show. I forgot who I was opening up for at the time. Maybe Taylor Williamson, who was like an America's Got Talent dude.
Okay.
And but they hit me up like, hey, Sunday, can you come? Bobcat's not gonna make it. We need a headliner. So I got to like go and headline the last show of the festival, and that was great. So Trinidad, I mean, gosh, that's the Southwest Chief Fest. That was some of the most fun I've had all year. And this is the thing, I don't know about the Albuquerque one, but definitely start submitting to festivals. I'm talking to Angel, any comedian listening, submitting to festivals is so important, because the networking that you're gonna get, the people, the like surrounding state comics, that's how you get booked. You go to these festivals, make good connections, kill your sets, meet these people, network. Because if you run a show, if they run a show, like, hey, I'll get you booked on my show. Great, I'll get you booked on mine. And that's how you start making these out-of-state runs, because believe me, you're not going to get into these clubs right away.
Yeah.
It takes a while to, know the ins and outs in a little bit. And you might get a drop-in set or a guest spot at a club if you know the right way. But to really get into the circuit, festivals is a great way to start meeting comedians in your surrounding areas and getting out of state a little bit. So shout out to Sarah Kennedy and Mary Bird running the Albuquerque Funny Fiesta. That's our local comedy festival. I don't exactly know the dates. Maybe you could bring it up a picture real quick. But yes, I will be submitting to that. I will be performing in that. We've already talked to Sarah, and I'm excited to see what they do with it, man. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I submitted for it, so it should
Sweet.
be fun.
Yeah, I mean, and then the thing is, our local scene's so small. I'm sure they'll give, at least everyone a spot or two. I don't really know who they're gonna bring in out of state. I don't know. I
know some people that have submitted from out of state as well,
cool.
too. So that's crazy to think about too. That people, again, they they want to do so much spots wherever they can. If they're like, oh shit, there's an actual funny comedy festival in Oklahoma, we should submit that way. It hits over there, then we go that way because they invited us or whatever.
Definitely.
But that's it. October 14th to the 23rd. Submissions are still open. They actually have this program. There's people that have donated extra money.
Okay.
So I actually yesterday on Friday it was only $5 to submit anything, but I threw in $20.
Oh, dope.
So
that's really nice of you, man.
Yeah,
That's great. That's the support we need in the scene, man.
If anybody else is in there that's like, hey, I don't have any money, like there's a little bit of an extra fund there on the side to help people throw in there. So again, it's just all of us coming together and trying to fucking get each other and lift each other up on this sense. But yeah,
so today, comedians, if you haven't gotten your submissions in, today and tomorrow is your last day to submit, Sunday and Monday. So submit to Albuquerque Funny Fiesta. Check out the website. Go to Sarah Kennedy's social medias and check out the information there.
Yeah.
Dope. So yeah, man. The one thing I wanted to give a big special shout out today, I don't know if you get a close up on this super drip that I got on right now. I usually don't wear, like, I'm not really a chain dude or a necklace guy, and definitely like some native guard. It's not like I would just pick this up in the plaza in Santa Fe walking around doing promo, but this was actually specially made for me. Josh Fournier, my best friend, Savage One on Instagram, his aunt over out in the Navajo Nation, made this chain special for me. He sent me pictures of her making it, picking out the beads, the colors, this dope little stone in the middle, and the fact that a Navajo elder from the Navajo Nation on the reservation made it for me, I feel really humbled and very, very honored to even be able to wear it. So shout out to my buddy Josh Fournier. Thank you to your aunt, and I appreciate it. Little drip on the show today.
That's so crazy, because I wonder if it do you think the colors and stuff are like of a significance of why'd you pick those colors?
Okay, so she was so cool. She did ask me what colors I liked. So they sent me some pictures and some colors. So I'm like, oh, that looks cool. But I told her, I said, do what you want. And the stone, really put everything together. It has all the colors in here, and very, very, very appreciative and very grateful to even be able to rock this. So thank you.
That's dope.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we're back again with our topic on the
Tag
Olympics.
Team
Just
back
kidding.
again.
Just kidding.
Gold medal, let me in.
We got two questions for you to do the Ask an Essay.
Oh, ask a cholo, ask a vato. Let's do it.
Ask them all.
All right, it's time, guys. Bring out your Sadie salsa, grab your hot Cheetos, throw on an episode of Cops. It's time for Ask a Cholo. And then you hit the hydros on your chair and go.
Damn, hitting hard. All right, this guy is. All right, I don't know if you're into this character. I met this character at a Comic-Con.
Let's see the Snorlax of a human.
A good old fashioned stoner guy.
Yo. Pause it.
If you can ask a cholo or a gangster anything you want to ask him, what would you ask?
So he is dressed up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he is Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
Correct.
But I also feel like that guy just looks like that.
That's his everyday attire.
Yeah. He's not even he's literally like working at the convention center and people keep stopping him for pictures.
He's just like, God damn, I'm just trying to get a free pass.
That is so funny, bro. All right.
So here's his question.
Jay and no job over here.
Let's go.
Do you want to play one-on-one?
Whoa.
That was our question from Cosplay Jay.
Cosplay Jay.
Cosplay Jay.
Yo, I don't like how he said that because he didn't follow up with one-on-one of what we're doing. So that makes it weird.
He just opened up with one-on-one.
It felt weird, bro. I got a weird vibe from it. I don't know if it's because I have this native guard on and it's giving me superpowers of intuition.
You're feeling
but
it.
I feel like his intentions are a little stirred up, brother.
You got some like.
Do I want to play one-on-one? What? Because it's not one-on-one basketball. This one guy wants to play one-on-one grab some ball. Look how he looked around. Look, I don't like it, dude.
First of all, why is this guy's intoxicated at a children's event?
Oh yeah, he's definitely. Once you played that back, you realized how many hits of acid when you play it in reverse, you can see him just every hit of acid affect his body. Just here we go, backwards. And it's 1, and it's 2, and it's 3 hits. Here's the 4th. Whoa, and there we go, zoning. And the 5th hit you, and I'm really peaking, and do you want to... Here we go.
Yeah, we're here.
Holy shit, dude. It's not even a North Face jacket. It's literally from when he had to do community service. He just stole that.
He's like, they just gave it to me. I didn't want to give it back.
Gosh, dude.
So if somebody came up to you and asked to play one-on-one, would you go with them, play one-on-one, pick-up game one-on-one?
First of all, I don't know any, like, bro... Can you imagine a cholo out there in some show posts and some high socks and a tank top trying to play one-on-one basketball?
Okay, this is what I think, though, is because I asked them, do you want to, if you can ask a cholo or a gangster. So when I say gangster, I think they also picture like somebody from like a Crip or like a blood kind of texture, kind of like, you know, oh yeah, super
texture,
super dripped on the bottom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what I think is what's going on here, is that he thinks like, oh, this guy's talking about like a bunch of black dudes in the hood. That's why they were gonna play a pickup game of basketball.
What if this guy too is like a straight hustler? Like he has that like stoner vibe. But what if he goes to the court, throws that little fucking hair into a ponytail, and he just turns into white man can jump? You know what I'm talking about? He just starts Larry Birding on the court, and just shaky people like the professor.
All right, let's just let's recover with the next question with his partner.
Okay, all right.
Obviously, you know these. You know these
so
two travel.
Both.
You know these
we
two.
haven't seen Silent Bob.
You know these two travel in packs.
Silent Odd Job. Let's see what this guy looks like. Holy cannoli.
Cholo or gangster, anything you want to ask him, what would you ask him?
That guy asked me for change outside of my loft earlier this morning. Same cup.
I love it. Thank you so much.
He stayed true to character. I love it. Not only did he stay true to character, but he actually was right. That's what you should ask. He's like, I'm going to ask something. I'm going to say something stupid. Yeah, I better shut my mouth. Yeah, that is the right answer for Ask a Cholo. Keep it real. Slay an odd job over here.
Most of these people should be doing that.
Holy gosh, bro.
All right.
That was a good one.
All right. So that was just a bonus one. We're going back to our usual thing where we have one random person and somebody from the comedian scene.
Let's see.
So this guy's cool. Hopefully you can get him on your podcast soon.
All right, let's go.
But this guy...
If you can ask a cholo or a gangster anything you want to ask him, what would you ask him?
Why do y'all have y'all pants so high? So it's like it's around y'all fucking your armpits and shit. Why do y'all dicks can't breathe and shit? Even the girls too. Y'all have on high and shit. What the fuck is up with that? And that's what the cholos. I don't know about the gangsters though because I don't want to ask them.
So he knows the distinction. See, he did it. He did it already.
So that's Royal Wood. Shout out to Royal, host of Inside Out Open Mic, Founders Open Mic, Sidewinders. He is one of the most active open hosts for, especially for open mics, which is a different avenue because that's where people get started. So when you're starting comedy, Royal's one of the first dudes you'll see a lot because he hosts a lot of these mics around town, and that's so funny. The cholo thing. I don't know what the high. I don't really. I'm trying to think of the high. I think what it is more. It looks high because I think like the underwear are high, and then the pants are so low that it gives a weird layering. But if I see a vato with some high waisted jeans, bro, that is a bad sign. Maybe because they are robbing tamales and they have to like pull them up to keep all their shit in there. But I don't know, bro.
I'm looking for a picture right now to see.
This
is the example he's talking about.
Let's see. Let's see if we see these vatos here in the Duke.
I know, right? Dude, this is fucking...
I definitely know what he's talking about when it comes to
this is my cousin Chewy, guys.
Chewy. Oh, he's right. Yo, that is an old... Okay, that is an old... Go to like that top left one with the 3. I don't know what it is, the old school vatos. Like, look, especially the one in the middle. He's the only really one where it's like, it is kind of high. I think vatos started the high-waisted trend and then white girls took that over because... That is kind of funny, bro. They are kind of up there. He looks like an old school homies character. Yeah, pleats in the pants and everything, bro.
Yeah, but see, again, this is the distinction thing.
Line in the dickies, you got to keep it true. Yeah, it is up there. Yeah, I think old school vatos, bro, real old school Valentinos, they really did. Look at that one right in the middle. That's a classic example.
That's this one?
Right, no, go up, right there, yeah. Because look at the vata. Look how high, bro. Zoot suit. That is next level, bro. You go to a real New Mexico wedding if they have the bachelor, like the groom and the bachelors are wearing zoot suits. You know that they're a little hood for sure. Because you've never seen like a white dude's wedding in Utah where they're all wearing those suits with the chains.
unless they're trying to be like,
Yo, the high-waisted jean thing is crazy because now with ladies, that's just a thing. Like, the high-waisted jeans are so in that I feel like it's going to get to the point where they're literally just going to be all the way. The jeans are just going to be all the way to a tube top, and it's going to be going all the way to the top of a girl's chest. They're gonna zip up right here,
but then still a little bit of cleavage.
A little bit of cleavage where the zipper is. They'll just pop the button for the cleavage, and then their back pockets will literally be on their traps, bro. So they'll just be grabbing their cell phone out of their shoulder blades
like that. Yeah.
And then the real tater thoughts, the real thoughty girls, they're gonna have like the high waisted thong, and their underwear will be like on their neck.
Feel it on this end.
Just a sports bra thong on your neck.
They're like, oh my god, the string is so long.
Shout out to Royal Wood, Ask a Cholo, keeping it real, and he hit us with an old school one. And you're right, bro. Just like Bob, don't ask the gangsters nothing. You stay clear. And that was Royal Wood wearing a beanie down in a basement in the middle of June where it's 100 degrees.
Right, back in the day.
Back in the day, yo.
Yeah, dude, fucking, we're good.
Are we over? Okay, we're good on time.
Any shout outs, anything you want to?
Yeah, of course. Special shout out to Peterson Properties, our sponsor. If you're looking for any commercial real estate, check him out. Looking for a spot for a business. Thank you always to On Helm, Muse Me Studios, Cops filming right next to us, Litton for knocking down storage devices. Horrible. Our next guest, we will, will probably be shouted out on our Insta, so look out for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a nice Sunday. Catch you soon. Peace.
You didn't name the episode.
Oh, snap.
Come on, dog.
Episode 7. Litton spills over.
You heard it here, folks. You guys take it easy.
We're out.
Use me, T-Bird.
Thank you, brother.